At a green area that doubles as a parking lot at the Westgate Mobile Home Park, a woman was walking two dogs Monday evening and had an encounter with a deer. The encounter left her injured, and one of the two dogs, a Chihuahua, was killed.
So I took them for a walk just around the corner because they like to obviously get out of the yard, and they were both on the leash, and they're accustomed to the deer, and and I'm also really vigilant about the deer because they just had their fawns, and we were walking back here to my mom's, and all of a sudden the deer just ran out from behind somebody's mobile over there, and she just went directly for us. So I had both the dogs on the leash. I let go of the leashes, and when my one little dog, she ran back here, but the deer just came right at me, and it was just like pounding me with its front hooves, and
There was nothing leading up to it. It was just,
no.
you don't see a deer, and now there was a deer attack happening.
Yeah, and the dogs weren't barking. They weren't. It was just normal. Like
So I take it you let the dogs go so they could get themselves out of the way.
To get away. But my daughter's dog Huey stayed with me, and it was just so traumatic, and the deer was just pounding me with its hooves.
I can see that's a bruise on your chest there.
That's the bruise on my chest and my hand. I thought it was broken, but it's not.
And can you show us your ear for a second? That's right there. So the deer managed to hit you. Wow.
Yeah, and then when I was crunched, I crunched down on the grass, and it was pounding on my back and the back of my head, and so I was in at KGH emergency for several hours and got all the scans. So I definitely have a concussion, but no bones broken, just really bad bruising. And unfortunately, well, I was screaming my head off too, like trying to get it away from us. And I threw my glasses at my sunglasses, and then I noticed Huey. And then when she saw my other little Chihuahua, she just went and she trampled him. And that gave me enough time to get away. He went and hid under a car, and I ran here, and I got, my dad has two really big walking sticks, and called my mom, and I said, we got to go get Huey. And so we got the walking sticks because, the deer, of course, was also totally protecting her fawns, right? Like she was in her wild state. She was doing what is normal for her.
So Huey, the injured dog, is now cowering under a car.
He's under a car in one of the neighbors' yards. And so Mom and I just grabbed the sticks. We ran over there because I thought, the deer was still in full protection mode. And I was scared she was going to attack my mom, who's 82 years old. And so the fawn actually started to walk away. Once the fawn walked away, then the mother deer started to follow her. So I pulled Huey out from under the car. We called emergency. It was around 5:30 at night, so there was nothing open on the west side as far as vets. And we rushed to Fairfield. Yeah.
Animal Hospital.
Yeah, so they took him right in, but he was passed. He'd already passed, so it was...
So I noticed coming into this mobile home park, there's lots of people that have their yards decorated with images of deers. They love the deer.
Yeah.
But is there a learning moment here about this time of year when there's lots of fawns?
Yeah, well, the doe that I'm talking about, she actually had her fawns in my dad's backyard, which is next door. So we were there when they were born. So we adore them. They're beautiful, and we love them. And I'm also very aware and vigilant. So I already knew I had to be careful with the dogs, but she just came out of nowhere. Like if I'd had any protection, or if I've seen her, I would have picked up the dogs, but I just didn't even have a chance. She was.
They had them both on leashes. It just seems like, you were just terribly unlucky.
It was really unlucky. Yeah. Yeah. She. But I do recommend, that people do be cautious because they're so cute, and you think that they're harmless, but they're definitely going to act like the wild animals that they are, and to protect their young. And so that's what she did. Yeah.
I guess you're okay, I guess, and so is Luna.
Yeah.
There's Luna.
Yeah,
Pick up.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Luna, and she has had encounter with the deer. You know, like the deer wander right through the yard here, and there's never been a problem. I'm still cautious, of course, but she just ran straight back here, and
Now I see a little sign up there, I guess, telling people just to be extra cautious.
yeah, it's yeah, you don't want it to happen to you, and of course, I don't want anything to happen to the deer either. But yeah.
Right. I mean, someone in your circumstance might say, "Oh, they should put that animal down." It's, after that, but you're not of that mind.
No, no, I think she was just doing, even though it was unprovoked in the sense that we weren't, well, I didn't even see her fawn. So it was still a mother deer protecting her fawn, and that's what they do. So, yeah. No.
Well, thank you, and thank you, Luna, for sharing, and hope there's better times ahead.
Thank you.
When asked about it, the Conservation Officer Service is suggesting people be extra cautious around deer, pointing out that at this time of year they're more likely to be with their young and tend to be more aggressive.